What's going on, Trash Kings? We are back for some more Trash Pumpkin trading cards, and today we're doing our live show inventory update, the final capture before our show on Sunday, the TCG Clash down in Virginia, and we're going to be live streaming that as well. It's supposed to be a massive event that we're going to be taking part in. We just got confirmed at the Tidewater show today on the 26th. We're doing another show on the 27th. So double booked on the 26th and the 27th as well. And so we're going to start ramping up, and you can see in our Discord as well, we're going to start ramping up through the following 2 months essentially, and then continue on the trend to ramp through the shows. Now, this inventory that we did buy a collection off a nice young man today. And so we're going to be displaying the cards that we're adding to the inventory for live shows. And then we have a little bit of an announcement for our live shows that we're going to make as well. So it's going to be a fun little event. And we actually learned something today while we were doing this inventory. So we're going to share that with you. And the latter half of this stream, we're going to talk about our next PSA order. We were asked to submit via mail and not wait to the drop-off event. So we're going to be getting that together and kind of like displaying what that's going to look like cost-wise. And if you guys want to jump in on that, you can. So with that being said, we're going to dive headfirst into our inventory update and what kind of absolute fire did we get today in our collection for the show. So I don't really know the number of cards. I didn't count, but we still got an amazing amount. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into the cards. They all are on top loaders, which is convenient. It did consist mostly of raw cards, but there are a couple slabs as well that we got. So we're gonna display those at the end. So it's gonna go raw cards, slabs, and then kind of like an announcement that has to do with our shows as well that we're gonna start implementing. It's kind of like a fun way to interact with our viewers. Actually, I think it's a pretty cool idea. I came up with it. So with that being said, I have no idea what this dude is, but this is from the black white. It's an art rare, very clean. So from the new set 11W, we have the Team Rocket's GameStop promo Zapdos, another black white card, ultra rare, no idea what it is. The way I'm going to figure this out is just go on TCG Player and literally pull up the number. Some really sick artworks, though, for sure. We have the Deoxys V-Star, the Sword and Shield promo, the Arceus V-Star. I actually think this is worth some money. Just can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to look this up real quick. I'm pretty sure the Arceus V-Star, the SWSH promo is Arceus worth more than more than $1. Ultra rare. Yeah, it's a $4.30 card. Didn't know that. Yeah, so we got the Arceus V-Star. We got some binder cards in here too. The Desudii, the Origin Form Dialga, not the secret rare one, but we do have a really massive card that was in this collection that's in really, really clean condition. Yeah, we have the Deoxys VMAX, the Zamazenta V, and the Deoxys V. That's the Sword and Shield promo. I think this is like $1, the Deoxys V, the Sword and Shield promo. So that's the first portion of the stack. Kind of broken up into 3 sections. This is the Lucario V-Star promo. This is shot up a lot. There's a lot of market manipulation with this a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it stayed. That's a special rare, sorry. So yeah, I mean it's an $8 card now. Versus a couple weeks ago it was like a $3 card. So the Lucario V-Star. Super clean copy too. Centering is really good. We do have some 151. Stack's too thick. We have the Charizard EX. The secret new VMAX from the Trainer Gallery. Erica's Invitation. I believe this is the Ultra Rare. Yeah, it's the Ultra Rare. This is like a $5 card. Nothing too crazy there. We have the Kieran. This is the Prismatic Evolutions. I actually think this is the SIR from Prismatic, which is actually worth a couple dollars. Oh, wow. I did not know that. That is a $35 card. Totally didn't know that. We totally did our research on this collection and trusted the TCG player list. Reversal Energy from Paradox Rift. The beautiful Trainer Gallery Kingdra that's super undervalued, in my opinion, because the only one that's better than this is the Kingdra promo, the Black Star promo. We have the Roserade and the Octillery. Absolutely stunning. A lot of great conditioning on the cards, too. There was a couple cards that I would say are light play. We're about to get into those, but those are some older cards. More on the vintage side, so it's kind of expected for the condition to be like that. We have the Vespa Queen EX, the Miltank. They're in that sleeve. We have the Master Ball Miltank. Some of these Master Balls are kind of expensive. But yeah, the Ortega, I think it's like $1.50. If that, it's not a very expensive card from Prismatic Evolution. I'm Mama Panda. The Phalanx Trainer Gallery. And we have the Venusaur EX Ultra Rare. And this is the Pikachu Black Star promo. I don't think this has really gone anywhere. It's a pretty relatively common promo. Pikachu 027, right? Yep. That's $9. I lied. I mean, Pikachu, I guess, is just popular. So, easy enough there. So that's all that. Alright, so we actually cut off on the big card, so the next stack is going to start with like the biggest card. So I originally thought that this Gyarados was from base set, and I looked at the art design. So cardboard and everything looks close, the number looks close, everything looks close except the Gyarados breathing here. So this is actually from XY. This is the Holo Rare from XY, and I learned that today. So it's cool Holo Rare. I mean, still like in its condition as a light play card is still, you know, a $2 or $3 card for as a Holo Rare from XY, but I thought that was cool. And we have the Agita Obsidian Flames. This isn't really worth much. The Mewtwo has actually been like pretty consistently on the rise. And let me see where that's at. Haven't looked at it in a while. I am going to update all my numbers for raw products Saturday morning. For Sunday and do all the slabs. Yeah, so it's at $23. I mean, it jumped. It was higher. Yeah, it curved out. Kind of peaked at like the $24, $25 range. Still a beautiful, beautiful card. We have the Mewtwo here. Like I said, the next stack has the big card in it from this collection that we bought. We have the Zora. The Team Rocket's Moltres. This is just the Ultra Rare. A beautiful 151 Ivysaur. And then the Black Star Promo Eevee. This has actually been on the rise as well. This used to be like a $4 card. Now it's close to $8. So this has increased. This is the Umbreon Master Ball reverse foil, but it is Terrestrial Festival. Still about $72 for this one versus the English, which is at like 82. But we have that, and then we have the Sylveon SAR, absolutely gorgeous. Or this is the Espeon, sorry. Absolutely gorgeous SAR from Terrestrial Festival. That coloring and texture and just all of it's good. So that was some of the bigger hits, the Ivysaur, the SAR. And so this is the massive card. So this is the Hidden Fates Umbreon GX. Very, very clean condition. Market on TCG Play right now is $227. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. Let's get this song. Monthly account statement. Thank you, Navy Federal, for the inconvenient time. But yeah, so Umbreon, absolutely beautiful card. Stellar card right there. We have the Snorlax. So we have two Snorlaxes. This is from Jungle, the Unlimited Edition. Both are, I would say, one is light play, one is moderate play. So my prices are going to vary a little bit. I might just label them both light play, although I think this one's more light play and this one's more moderate play just because the edge were around the edge of the corners. So, but yeah, that's the Snorlax Jungle. I don't think that there's multiple Jungle Snorlaxes. Actually, I didn't check because it's non-foil. I thought it was foil. I'm gonna check real quick. Oh, thank you. I typed Snorlax, not Snorlax. So we have Jungle. Yeah, so it's the Jungle Hollow Rare. And there must be a non... Yeah, there is two. Okay. I'm glad I checked. Alright, so these are substantially cheaper. So this is the unlimited version, the non-hollow. So these are like $7. The Snorlaxes are. But we have the Kyurem V. We have the Stamped Ends Reshiram, which is like actively being sought after right now. This is a very clean copy, a very small little touch laser print in the corner, but still a beautiful, beautiful card. So we got that. This is the Zorora VMAX Galarian Gallery card. Beautiful card, actually. Not that expensive from what I remember, but a absolutely gorgeous card from the Galarian Gallery era. I know what I'm trying to say. Zera. Yeah, so it's $11. It's actually like spiking up right now. Had a lot of waves in it, but it's actually on an uptrend right now for the Zorora. And then we have the Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. This is the ETB promo. It's like $3 or $4. And then you have the Terrapago CX from Prismatic. This is like $10. Nothing crazy there, but it is a really pretty gold card. Everybody sees the gold, they're like, ooh, shiny. And then, so the two slabs we got is the Roaring Moon SAR PSA 10 from Prismatic Evolutions. So gorgeous. Not that expensive if you don't have one of these. They're like $55 right now on eBay. What's up, Road? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Then we have the Cerulege illustration rare from Surging Sparks PSA 10. This is about $90. So nice little slabs to go along with it. But that is our final inventory update for the show. We were expecting more cards to come in, but they just haven't arrived yet. So is what it is. But that is what is going into the inventory for the show. So one of the things that we wanted to start incorporating into live shows, and if you guys are watching this later, right, is starting on Sunday at every one of our shows, we are going to put out a Garbodor SAR somewhere in our setup, be it on our shelf, in our display case. It's going to be somewhere. And if you're a viewer and you find it, it's completely free. It's not going to be for sale. It's literally going to be wait to be found by a viewer at a live show, and it's just going to be like a thank you, right? So you're going to be like, hey, I watched your stream. I know that you're giving this away, and if you find it, it's going to be yours. What's up, bro? Darn what? Oh, you wish you were closer. Adam got one. Have him send you his. So that's the first part of today's stream. The second part's going to be us pulling up PSA, kind of like looking at the PSA order that we have being put together right now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, just have your brother send you his. That's how that should work, right? Do I have a card I'm bullish on? So, I mean, I think, like right now, I think that one of the cards that's going to get pushed hard is going to be the stamped N Reshiram because of the stamped Bulbasaur. So everybody's going to be like, oh, now they're like this is going to be a thing where enhanced booster boxes are going to be a thing. Um, it's hard to say in the market because things are happening that I don't think normally should happen inside of the market, like with tag teams and how their costs or price tag is just being massively inflated. So to give you an example, we did a video. Oh man, it must have been like February, and it was like our tag team's overpriced essentially. And at the time, the EV Snorlax Sun and Moon promo was raw at like 55 and grading at right around 200. And I saw today that it's like it peaked over 900. So that card is well on its way to be $1,000 card, which kind of like blows my mind. I think that there's going to be a lot of hype around the Mega Evolution, so all of the old Megas and stuff like that are going to get pushed really hard. But I also think people are starting to realize in the collection that they exist. So it's not like a traditional bull market where you just have people pushing for cards out of just driving price. It's like you have new people in the collection that didn't collect during that time, so they want those chase cards now for their collection. Um, I think one card to stay away from is the Van Gogh Pikachu because it's getting a reprint, and PSA 10s are going to drop in price, and everybody wants the card, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, I read the article. Let me pull it up real quick. It's getting a reprint in Japan specifically. No, 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 no. What's up, Shaker? No, I did not. I did not buy the Van Gogh Pikachu. It's getting reprinted in Japan, so it's not going to be like reprinted everywhere. But What was the Pika I just bought? What, like today? The Van Gogh Pikachu is expensive. I don't know, like even if it's confirmed Haunter, like the thing about that is even if it gets a reprint, how is it going to affect the market? Because like I bought some recently. No. I bought Captain Pikachu's. No. That's a whole different thing. Like that card's through the roof right now in price. That card's through the roof recent like right now in price. The like original the big Captain Pikachu that I bought like is like never shipped, so I had to get refunded the money. Um, let me get. There we go. Yeah, because I mean I don't think the seller wanted to sell me the Captain Pikachu, but like PSA 10s are going for 900, raw is 300. Um, which again doesn't really make sense if your raw price is 300. Shouldn't your 10 price be higher? You know, we just finished our inventory update and we're currently talking about bullish cards on the market, like what's been trending, tag team prices, and then gonna be going over our PSA submission that we have compiled together. Um, but yeah, there's a 9.5. I wonder if there's a Beckett Black Label because I'm sure that goes for a lot, right? You would think, or should. Really, the Halloween bundles, right? So Beckett Black Label is very, very expensive, regardless of want or not. I'm a PSA fan, but yes, this set used to be $70. It's now $270, which is an absolute insane volume increase in price. Um, but Captain Pikachu, I don't even know if one exists or if one's sold. But Beckett Black Label is the most expensive. Like, that's insanity. 22K. The Gengar Trick or Treat? Really? Sold June 5th. Yeah, that was last month. I guess not. There's the Sleepy Pikachu. 811. The character rare. Because they're like a Beckett Black Label is the most like pristine card you could potentially own. That means that there's zero flaws with it. Everything's perfect about the card. Absolutely like perfect. APH Black Label is supposed to be the same, but they're not as popular yet. They're a pretty new grading company, so. Oh yeah. The Gengar is driven. Gengar, Trick or Treat. Oh yeah, you have the Sword and Shield Trick or Treat trade, the trade bundle at 64. The Cosmos Hollow. Yeah. Oh, it's the uncommon too at 75. The Gengar is just one of the Pokemon that everybody collects though, so the cost is gonna be more. Oh yeah, that thing's sick. Psyduck. I think there's one listed. Yes, recent gold label sold at $619. God damn, that's expensive. 1,600. This one's cool too. I like this one a lot. But that's from the new. Yeah, you get 24 bids on this one. Raw 550. I can only imagine like what that's gonna. Yeah. These Chinese promos, like this is Chinese exclusive artwork though. Like that's why everybody wants these cards is because they're only exclusive to China, and so the price is being driven up the roof. So like this one's been on the market for a while. But I mean like 11.99, like best offer, somebody might shoot them like 1K and they might take it, but and then you could always take it out and send it to PSA and assume that it's going to come back at 10. I am curious as the market continues to, expand and flow and grow with Chinese cards. Rayquaza's XY73, I haven't. Rayquaza. What is this? Is this just a promo? There was that was the Umbreon that came through. Dude was like, there was one sale on it for like 600. He was like, "Yeah, do you want this card for 600?" I was like, "No, I don't want it for 600. There's one sale. There's no market stabilization for it." Damn, that's crazy. That's even crazier. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Diglett Thumbs pulled this during one of his videos. So PSA 10, that would be a massive come up from a 150 10. I think Rayquazas are just going up in general, cost-wise, because of the upcoming sets coming out. Ancient Origins at a 10. That's the gold. You're talking about this one, right? Alter? You're talking about this one, right? The secret. $5K with 33 bids in 3 days. That's insanity. Why? Where's the floor at? What in the actual hooligans? $46.99. So this sold on the 19th of June for $37.50. Is this the same serial? No, it's not. I was gonna say, imagine this dude flipped it for the same serial number and like put it back up for 47K or 4,700. That's insane. This is what I was talking about though. Like, keep scrolling. No, I don't want to keep scrolling. It's gonna make me sad. But I think he was saying is that there's only like 33 tens in existence or something like that. What, you know what? Screw it. Let's what is the population? PSA. We're gonna look this up right now. What is the population of PSA 10? We have 101 764 307. Damn it. Cut. Pricing services. Why did you send it to SGC? So Gemmin 10 has a population of 635. SGC doesn't sell all that well for Pokemon products. No, it's not. This is what I was talking about, though. I'm just going to look mine up real quick. Because I have it right here. 35, 27384. Like this thing. So this is not. So there's 2,400 tens in this, but like June 5th, 685, 410, sold July 15th, 855. Like, that makes sense. 910 sold July 13th. So I don't know where the new floor is for this card either, because I mean I bought this at $147. And like it's just been trending hardcore to the right. I have no idea. I mean, the real question is, what is TCG Player doing for raw prices? Yeah, this is up. So damage, heavy plays 155. I wonder what a PSA 1 would sell for in the Rayquaza, though. Because people collect ones. God damn. Damage as fuck. Holy shit, that poor card. That makes sense. I mean, it protects the card. Let's see condition-wise. See near mint and light play. Lowest listed light play is 385. That's a clean ass card, dude. But if you can get that in a 10. Oh, why? What in the? Okay. The lowest near mint hollow is $1,000. I'm sorry. We are smoking crack today. God bless. What in the? What are we? Why? I would just slightly off center. Heavily off center. That's a PSA 7. Guaranteed. Just from the centering. I don't know why you'd even post pictures. I mean, if you have the cap, like, I don't know if you follow King of Cards. His name's Kyle. But some lady walked up to his booth and he does sports cards, and she was like, I want this Michael Jordan card. He was like, okay, it's $42,000. She was like, okay. Like, oh boy just used a car. Like a new car to buy a card. Like if you have that level of capital, sure, go bananas. But like for my personal collection, no. Like there is one thing that I have said in the beginning when I first started streaming that's going to cost me a lot of money because the price of everything has been going up and to the right. Yep. Yeah, I was just like, I love my kids too, but if you have $44,000 just sitting to buy cards with, like I could fund a store. I could start a storefront for that and not just buy one card. I can buy a storefront. But I did say, so there's a thing that I said in the beginning when I first started streaming, that I would get 5 people base set Charizards graded, and we'd all get the same grade for them as part of like a thank you for the stream. So looking like we're going with a base set unlimited. That's affordable in comparison to some of the other stuff. Wow. I'm sorry. All the promo cards or just this promo card sold for $115? Oh, it's all 3. Okay, it's the sealed pack. I'm sorry. I lost my damn mind there for a second. Absolutely insanity. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean what is it? Delta species Charizard's been going up too. Like this one. Like damage is now $100. Damage reverse 120. But the like light play floor is now 250. And it used to be like 200. So that's crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to slide back into PSA. Kind of went off on a tangent here, talking about the cost of damn cards. I think the most expensive slab we have up for sale... Actually, that's a great question. What is that Charizard selling for? Because I have no idea. Alright, one just sold 350, 350, July 15th. Okay, so 350, 400. My only thing about SGC for Pokemon cards is that there's just no market for graded SGC cards for Pokemon because, like, just they're not. I wouldn't say they're not reputable, but I don't know. Yeah, like a base set 2, best offer accepted, $12, $36 for a 4. Like, just not a consistent market, in my opinion. I'm glad they have a fast turnaround time. I don't know. I also don't like the slab. I feel like there should be more color. Not as vibrant. I don't know. I'm just biased, I think, to PSA. Like, there's not a lot of traction on bids either. Like, 1 bid, 7 bids. This had 13 bids, but even then it was $17. $10. I think that the only reason those other ones went so high was because they were Charizards. I mean, this is an expensive card in a 10 if it was PSA. More than that. I mean, this is better, I guess. 89. PSA does have really long turnaround times. Okay, 20 bids, but what is this? The Jolteon SGC 10. This is an expensive card in a PSA 10. 850. Yeah, they're not the worst. That, you know, I'm not gonna knock it or anything, but like this in a PSA 10 is stupid expensive. Comparatively. I think it is anyways. Last time I thought. Could be completely wrong. Yeah, it's like PSA 10's 310. So it's literally half the price for an SGC 10. Which, I mean, I guess is a good way to get graded cards. I wonder why this one sold for 167 in comparison. The other one's 320. How fast are the SGC turnaround times? So this is what we have getting submitted right now. We have the some of Marge's cards. We did do this live. That's not bad. In comparison, PSA is like 4 months, I think. So no real additions, nothing that you guys haven't seen. We did add a couple more Pikachu promos. And this is all Marge's cards here at the bottom. So we have Don's cards in the middle as well. So not a big, not our biggest submission. We have 44 items right now. So hoping between now and then we get some of the other cards that we purchased in, so we can add those into the submission. Like all the Captain Pikachus, because we did get a bunch of Captain Pikachus. Not the big one, but the small bundle. Get them graded. So that's crazy though. I'm trying to think of like, I mean, the other thing that I wonder if it like really. Greninja Fiasco. It's like GameStop 2.0. I mean, they pumped it and it stabilized at that $500-$600 price range. So I saw my CGC. Not even for nearly as high as this, but I mean, I sold it, so beggars can't be choosers on that. There was talk that the Kingdra EX is undervalued. The one thing that doesn't have a lot is the Gyarados. Gyarados doesn't have an SIR, so I know that there's a lot of hope for up-and-coming sets to have the SIR. $90? January 15th. No, that makes sense. I think I paid like 54 in September of last year. Got it from GameStop. But GameStop does have some good prices on stuff if it's available. I don't know if it's still up. But yeah, they have the PSA 10 illustration rare for. What's funny is that market price is 168, but it's higher than market at 169 for pros. Two kind of illustration rares they have real quick. I mean, PSA 9, not bad. You have the Vaporeon on PSA 10, save some money there. If you're interested in the Prismatic SIR Hunt. That's not bad. Got a Squirtle and a 9. Garchomp. It's kind of crazy that the Galvantula's and a 10 for $49.39. You would think that things would match the market price at least, though. But what do I know? Oh, the Iono for $139. It's not a bad price either. The Zakane. I think it's like a $12 card. Oh, they left it at 10. This got pumped really hard and then stopped hardcore. You got the Miriam, the Chase from Scarlet Violet. I'm surprised that there's this many 10s on GameStop. But I guess their prices might not be as good as they used to be when they first started. People actually like pricing things accurately. Nobody wants 9s. Oh, these were just added. I wonder if a 7 will, like, or an 8 will hit with the Charizard EX, and you can just crack it and sell it raw. This is actually cheaper than a raw. And technically it's still near mint. But yeah, near mint raw is 63. For the Blastoise. They don't have anything older though. Just seeing if maybe they had like a vintage card or two slip into the market. Oh, they have the Articuno. I do want that card. Actually, not a bad price. What is PSA 10? Can't spell. 160 sold July 16th. 149. 160. 150. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Might have to snatch that. I do want that for my personal collection. I do like the Articuno. I think that's definitely undervalued. Twilight Masquerade to 9. Just see if there's anything cool. We got the Psyduck to 9. There's a giant consignment store now. Glaceon at a 9. Okay. Salamence and a 10. Is Salamence hit like that? What's price charting have it at? 301 sounds maybe a bit low. Salamence EX. A PSA 10 300. Yeah, but recent sales are like 270, 285, 241. I don't know how much I trust that. It's probably why it's still there. Release Clefairy, this has been tanking like hardcore. I don't know if y'all have seen that or not, but like Raw is down to like 125. $1,000 for the Mew in a 10? Blech. Charizard in a 9. That's such a crazy price difference. A 9 and a 10. There's another one. A 9. Espeon. I mean, if people are chasing the Prismatic, wouldn't be a bad, pickup spot. That's raw price. I was gonna say that's surprising, but it's not. That's raw price. That's pretty cool. This is actually cheaper than market for a near mint. So, Black White's introducing a split set that not a lot of people have seen. And in a bullish market where product's hard to get by anyways, it's like what are people gonna collect? Because I mean, shit. That's hard to say whether Pokemon's gonna do well regardless, but whether or not say like one of the things that I didn't know was like don't buy products when it first comes out. I don't want to read now. I want the set, damn it. I want to see resale on cards, not product. I guess that's upsetting. I guess they haven't released the cards yet. But I know that like they have the big EX cards and I think it will do well overall. It's just having a split set's going to be different for people, especially if everybody's chasing one specific card out of a set versus another. Will black be more popular than white, or will white be more popular than black, and why? Each has their own chase. But I mean, we can go to Like Black Bolt versus White Flare. Like I had a dude try to sell me this card at 250. I'm really happy I didn't buy it. But this Zekrom, I think is going to do really, really well in English. Let's see what White Flare has. I think the restaurant will do really well. Like they both have fire chases, so I think that the sets will do well itself. It's just with all of the illustration rares and all of the like the full arts and stuff like that that the set has, I think it's going to tank pull ratios and turn people off from buying the product versus buying singles because like why do I want to open up just really poop hits? So the value isn't going to be there. I mean, look at the quantity of illustration rares in this. Like that's insane. You have 4 pages of illustration rares, and then is black going to be the same way? Yeah. So like, if you have 156 illustration rares and your standard pull ratio for a box is going to be like, let's say for example, you pull on average, 4 illustration rares and a special illustration rare per box. Well, all these illustration rares are cool, but nobody's gonna want the Sawsbuck or the Harlequin or not the Harlequin, but the Herdier or the Swadloon. They're gonna want the bigger cards, so they're gonna get the hits, but they're not gonna get the hits that they want. Like this Garbodor, I'm totally gonna get because like it's the mascot for our channel. But I'm not going to open boxes just to try to pull one. I'll open a box or two, just to see what the cards look like and see what we can pull. But, I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SARs. Apparently a Master Ball pattern. But I think that's Japanese only, like 151 is. So I think it's just going to turn people off that are like heavy hardcore collectors. It's going to be great for kids though. Like this'll drive the market for kids because they like opening shiny shit. And the parents that don't know. So yeah, they're going to love it. The kids are going to love it. Pokemon's always going to do well. I like that Curium too. I don't think they should have printed so many IRs personally. But that's pretty cool. They do. Like, I definitely... So, what I think is going to happen is, like, when the set first gets released, one of two things is going to happen. These are going to be stupid hard to pull, and so people are just going to mass open product to try to find one and get it graded. Option 2, people are going to pull everything under the sun, and it's going to, level out the playing field. But I would rather get this Zekrom versus this Zekrom personally. I like this better. But I do like the Zekrom versus the Reshiram. But English is going to be different than Japanese. It is going to be different pull ratios. There's going to be a lot of differences and variability that come along with it. So those are things to consider. Like, the one thing that I am going to pay attention to, though, and as a vendor, like, per se, is a majority of the vendors that I've spoken with over the last, 6 months have told me, don't buy new product. Don't buy any products in the first 3 months of sets out because the market's just not going to stay. There's no market floor, essentially. So cards are going to fluctuate aggressively. Trends is just going to be it depends on where you are. So right now the East Coast is going through tag team and vintage, whereas West Coast has already been through their tag team and vintage trend, and now they're on specific modern cards that are undervalued grails. And so you're seeing a lot of market manipulation through that way. That's how you saw the Greninja do a GameStop and just massive pump and dump on them, and how it affected the market. So it's a bullish market. So trends are going to be that. I mean, what you're looking for is low popularity plus like hard to find art. That's why those GameStop promos that they have are poop, because they're not exclusive artwork. The only thing that sets them apart is a stamp, and they're not unique whatsoever. It's like a Pokemon Center promo, except from GameStop. Essentially, is the value. That's all it is. There is a good possibility that if they print enough, like especially I don't know if y'all hit the Pokemon Center drops, but I mean you had people hitting for hours. So if that's going to be the quantity of product that they're going to start producing, there's a good chance that we're going to start seeing product on shelves again. And so vendors that solely rely on like their traffic from sealed product, they're going to have to go to vintage sealed, which is going to be a pain in the ass to find because nobody's going to want modern sealed. And so it's going to be kind of like, if people can go to a Target and get it, why do they come to a show and get it? Right. So I think that will change the aspect of vendors, since there's been vendors at shows that have shown up with a literal pallet of Costco bundles and shit. Like, that's not why people go to shows. They go to shows to find cards they don't already have. So having a good diversity in your inventory is good. Like right now on the East Coast, vintage is what people want. Like finding good quality vintage cards is hard. And so that's like we're kind of playing catch up with the West Coast, which has already been through that trend. I wonder what the V Star is at, the V Star universe. Not what I wanted. Damn, sequential PSA 10s. Secret 149, 150, 45, 214. What in the 650? That is true. I'm curious, what are we doing at the $700 price point, damn near? We have multiple sales. There's no way that that card shot up like that. Charizard V-Star 262. I know that vintage packs are hard to come by. I didn't know that they're at... What? Why? Like, why? Dude, what? What, like, why? Just, have y'all seen this? What is this priced at now, raw? I'm glad I'm looking this stuff up because I would be oblivious. It's $43 raw. The Mewtwo's more money raw. What? The Mewtwo's 106 market raw. The Charizard's 43. But is that 640? So what's the Mewtwo, right? The Mewtwo has to be with it, right? Because they go together. The Mewtwo has to be there. 269. I mean, it's not as high. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. No, I know Mewtwo comes from Crown Zenith, but the cards go together. Like, why is this card $110 raw, but $275 graded, versus the Charizard that's 43, unless those are all foreign and like the English price shot through the roof, which I don't think is the case. Yeah, light play 40, near mint 42.99, 42.20, yeah, 42.99, 41.99. I mean, it's up 30%. Yeah, promos are hard to grade, but like, I mean, shit, what other promos do we not know about at this point? Like, what's the EV, what's the ETB promo going for EV now? Not the PC one. $60? Okay, so nothing like that. Is the I wonder if the Mew U53, the full art Mew, Sword and Shield promos in general. $300? This was like $120. Was it not? Did I like? Well, we got this back from PSA. This was not a $300 card. This was like $462. What the fuck? Excuse my language, but what are we doing? Like a $200 card. Sword and Shield promos in general. Doing this the hard way, but we're doing it. Okay. No, I want fucking sealed product. I want singles. That's what I wanted. Is it Kane promo? I mean, this is insane, by the way. Like, I don't know if y'all are tracking the Dragonite. Live play, near mint, 192. Glaceon V. I can imagine this. I know why that would go up. Like, pre-release. This Pikachu. What is this? Pikachu SWSH20? You know, this was a card. There's the Charizard. The Flareon V. Okay. Pikachu SWSH20. PSA 10. I mean, 170 isn't bad. What in the actual special delivery Pikachu 1875? Oh, okay. Pikachu V. This is gonna go up. I know that for a fact. I wonder what guard shop is at. I sold one at 240. Oh damn, I need to go on my guard shop. Bidoof special delivery. I think it is. What in the actual Lord are we doing? It's got all three of them. And a 9. If a dude came up to my table with this, I wouldn't even know what to do. I definitely think the birthday Pikachu in the 10 is gonna go up. The celebrations one. Like, we're just gonna like look at it one day and it's just gonna be trending like this hardcore to the right. That's insanity. The Blastoise is going up a little bit in price too. This is shot up in price. I wonder what this. I wonder what this goes for in a 10. Because this is trending hardcore right now too. I have no idea why. $400? Since when is this a $400 card? Did I like this can't be news just to me, right? Like y'all are seeing this for the first time as well. Come on. Cause look this one up the other day, not the ultra one, the sleepy one. I want English, damn it. I thought this in English would be worth more money. Japanese, PSA 10, 149. 10. There's no... I used to collect sports cards when I opened sports, but I stopped just so I don't split my collection. It went from $180 to $400. Why? I used to collect Luca. It's just like I can't focus on both, and I don't open any sports anymore, so I know that I'm not going to go out of my way to buy sports. So I actually sold my sports cards just for extra money for bills and stuff. I do appreciate, and I talk to a lot of people in the sports community that do sports, and I help people get sports cards. I just don't vend or purchase sports cards. That's insane. That's insane. $150. Now we're $3.99 at July 16th. Okay. Any other surprises we want to pull out of our hood? Yeah. And unfortunately, it's like when you do go to a sports show, people want specific cards. Like they all want downtowns, they all want like big name cards. And so if you don't have those bigger name cards and you just have like a lot of like the lower end inserts and stuff like that, you're not moving a lot of product. So if you have the capital to buy bigger autos and stuff like that and move bigger cards, then yes. But like right now, TCG is just exploding in the market. And so a lot of the shows around our area, even if there is sports, there's going to be very limited sports vendors and a lot of TCG. And like, I kind of felt bad today because I got late confirmation on Tidewater show, and because I know he's busy and stuff like that, but I asked to be in another show, and then like I got a reply at the same time, so I ended up canceling on the second option, which I kind of felt like a dick. But I'm like, I already committed to one person. I don't want to sit there and undercut them and not provide them like our pre-ground. So I was like, eh, I don't know. Sports is hard because there's no central like market price for things, but like there's no TCG player for sports. I wish there was, but there's not. Because then you would have an outlet for lower end sports that isn't eBay. Because realistically, like nobody overseas is buying basketball cards. Realistically. Football, I like American football too. Soccer probably would actually sell overseas well. I know the UK has a massive soccer population in the trading card community or in the collector card community. I wonder if the stamped promos. No. That just hasn't gone anywhere yet. This is still. I still think this is undervalued. But Shining Magic Carp is much prettier in this set. I was just seeing if I had anything that I didn't know went through the roof, minus the Charizard, apparently. Would have knew. Who would have thunk it? Team Flames, BB. Okay, I thought it was a regular ETB sold for $949. I was like, oh my. 217. Yeah, so no. I'm doing the TCG Clash on Sunday. That's really far away. I didn't know when I booked the show. I kind of just agreed to it. In hindsight, I should probably look at the addresses before I book shows moving forward. But yeah, I have. This is the most updated. I pull it up real quick. So this is the most updated. You have the TCG Clash right here, Tidewater Bonaire, and then on the 27th is the Best of Sports and Promotions. So I'll be like one of 3 TCG vendors there. Royal Rangers card show on the 2nd, the TCG card show on the 9th in Severn, I think. One of these 2 is in Maryland. And then the Tidewater show, I think this one is in Gaithersburg. And then the Herndon. And then this is the Fairfax Elks Lodge, Tidewater. Then I got into the Mid-Atlantic. And then the Annapolis card show. And then in November, we got the Trading Card Expo. Also, JoJo's starting to do shows, so I applied to his shows as well. That's on Sunday. So like the second Sunday shows, but his don't start until October. So we like after September, we're kind of like bland here, but no really shows have populated, mostly because of the holidays and whatnot. So there is a good chance that as we continue to grow our channel, because if you think about it, like we're gonna have a lot of traction here, like establish ourselves, which is why we're pushing so hard. So my weekend essentially is going to be Thursday and Friday because I'm just going to take leave from work Thursday and Friday before the double weekend shows. So just do that. And just got to see how it goes, honestly. This is going to be, where to go? This is going to be interesting. Because this is the most expensive show that I'm doing by every stretch of the imagination. That is the most expensive show that I've paid into. So I don't know if that's gonna, what is that profit possibility? But what I'm hoping is that like we can continue to grow our inventory through these shows, and then come in hot to the Trading Card Expo, and then slow down going into the October timeframe. Hey, look, our table. This is a fun little setup that we had. I ended up losing this, by the way. I lost this at the last show I did. When's the next show you're doing? Yeah, it's supposed to be. Because we seem to do all the same shows, so I would assume that we're going to be vending, like, we're seeing each other soon, right? Sorry, my elbow locked up. Oh, you got into the Richmond, you got into Collecticon? Dude, how much did that cost you? Or are you splitting tables with people? Oh, okay. Because I know I've talked with several of the other vendors in our area, and they won't do big shows like that because the cost of tables. But I mean, Collecticon's 2 days or 3 days. I think it's 3 days. No, it's 2 days. I mean, it's $200 a day. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, have you guys applied to this one in Baltimore? Edgeware and vintage cards is going to be looking at like whiting and um, like whiting and I mean traditionally damage is going to be pretty obvious when it comes to like wrinkles and stuff like that. Because you have to remember, when we were kids, we would just fold Pokemon cards up and put them in our pockets. Like we'd sometimes put them in a binder, but it was very not consistent with that. So Edgeware was pretty valid. Um, but Severn, I think, is the World Rangers one, right? Haunter, like this one. This one's supposed to be pretty cool. I talked with the dude doing it. Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, for you paid 400 for 2 days. I paid like 280 for a day for 2 tables at this thing. So hopefully, hopefully I don't get fucked in comparison. Yeah, your Squirtle is definitely seen better days. She's got a Squirtle that was definitely folded up into her happy ass pocket. Um, but I mean, I got what I like about these things is that they book a lot of these guys book out like far in advance. Tidewater is not that case, but Honker, you have to let us know how you do during Collecticon, man, because I'm genuinely curious. I want to do bigger shows. Oh, you go through Dennis? Yeah, I'd go through him for his stuff. For the Herndon is his. Um, I was supposed to do his show on the 13th at Comfort Inn, but I ended up booking with Captain Romero. Um, but I'll go back to the Herndon. I like the Herndon show. The Comfort Inn was sick. It was just moist. I wish there was a different word for that, but it was just moist. You're saying Comfort Inn's better than Gettysburg, or vice versa? I was always bad with the math symbols, so I don't know. Oh, okay. I just haven't done the Gettysburg show, so I was like, because I wasn't supposed to do the Comforting to begin with. I ended up just taking a spot that he had available. So I don't know if like I made the cut because that's such a small show, and the Comfort Inn. So I wasn't trying to like not have a show that weekend. So I just booked with Gettysburg. So I have the two shows here, and then we have Westminster on the 6th, which I enjoy Westminster just because it's such like a cutesy little show, and it's the first one back over the summer. So I'm assuming that people are just going to come and like dump all their excess Pokemon on us, which will be great. Did you guys get into this? The 703? Did y'all make it into that? Doing higher sound. All right, Chick, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. I mean, I just thought this was cool because Coop's gonna be there, and I haven't met him yet, so I just wanted to kill two birds with one with one stone and go meet him. Oh shit, it is getting late. All right, y'all. We have Trash Pick Thursdays coming out tomorrow, and then we have our rip of something on Friday. I don't know what we're gonna open yet, but we'll open something for Friday. But yeah. Oh, it was my absolute pleasure. I really enjoy this kind of stuff, Hunter. I honestly, I do enjoy, because I learn and stuff like that. But I had an absolute blast. So with that being said, everybody, don't be too sleazy, don't be too easy, and we'll check y'all live on Saturday for the collection. Hunter, I need you on Saturday so you can give us input as to what cards we should pick up for the collection. You're gonna be a part of this as much as everybody else. We're gonna pick out 2-3 cards, price range $35 to $50, and add them to our stream collection. All right, y'all. Deuces. Richmond, Virginia is Collecticon. And then you have Jersey Collecticon that just happened, but Richmond, Virginia. 26th, 27th of July, or yeah, July. No, no, no. I'm not sure where the next one is going to be at for Texas. All right. Good night, y'all.